Hello, Robert here. A driver was in an unfamiliar city looking for a particular address when he realised that the very road that he needed had been blocked off at the end. You've probably been there. Oh, why did they do that? Obviously others had experienced that very same dilemma, but then as he moved forward he noticed a sign in the middle of the street pointing to the very road that he needed to travel down. But to get there he had to turn around. There it was, in fact, a large sign which stated U-turns permitted. So this driver was faced with a choice. If he wanted to get on the road that he was looking for, he needed to turn around. He could have kept going, but it was not going to take him where he needed to go. The same in our journey of life. There are times when we discover that we're going the wrong way, or that the road that we're on will not take us where we need to go. If we keep on going as we are, nothing's going to change. There's a funny old saying that goes something like this: if you keep on doing what you're doing, you're going to get more of what you've already got. Actually, that's quite obvious when you think about it. But sometimes we're so wrapped in our journey that we don't look to see where we're travelling. There are times in life when we must make some choices. We must make some changes. It could be that we've been travelling in the wrong direction for some time. But remember this, it's never too late to turn around. Perhaps as you've travelled, there have been times when you thought, how did I get here? I don't remember going past this landmark or that landmark. You and I are often, more often than not, victims of the choices that we make. There are thankfully opportunities in life to change direction. We could call them crossroads. In Jeremiah we read in verse 16, this is what the Lord says: stop at the crossroads and look around. Ask for the old godly way and walk in it. Travel its path and you will find rest for your souls, beg your pardon. What is a crossroad? We all know that it's an intersection which, put simply, allows us to travel in another direction. More often than not, we think of a crossroad as two roads crossing each other. It looks a little like a plus sign. Here is another thought. What about a T-junction? When we come to a T-junction, we need to choose which way we will go, left or right. But what about when we're coming along the road and there's another road, say, going to our left? That's still a T-junction. To turn onto that particular road, you will need to make a choice, or you're going to keep going straight on past that intersection or that opportunity to turn. So here we are, we're faced with a choice. And when we think about this, in reality, to not choose is to choose. To not choose is to choose. In other words, unless we choose to turn left, we'll keep right on going in the direction in which we're headed. Now, there are many T-junctions in life that we miss. No one's going to take a turn in their life until they see the need for it. Jesus tells us we have two options. In Matthew chapter 7, verse 13 and 14, he says this: enter God's kingdom through the narrow gate. The gate is large and the road is wide that leads to ruin. Many people go that way, but the gate is small and the road is narrow that leads to life. Only a few people find it. I like the way the Message translation puts it. It says, don't look for shortcuts to God. The market's flooded with surefire, easygoing formulas for a successful life that can be practiced in your spare time. Don't fall for that stuff, even though crowds of people do. The way to life, to God, is vigorous and requires total attention. The journey of life is not always easy. Few of us experience that old proverbial armchair ride through life. But what a privilege it is to be on this journey of life. It's not so much about what we get out of it, rather about what we can put into it, but perhaps more about that at another time. Remember, U-turns are permitted, and in fact, they are encouraged. We get to choose. Do you have choices to make today? I will leave that for you to reflect, and I trust that you have a wonderful week. May God richly bless you.